Hi, Dr. Greg Gillum with Human Fusion. This article review comes from Quantum, which is a company in the Midwest in the United States that looks at employee engagement. They're very similar to Gallup. They're not nearly as big, but they're similar in terms of what they look for and how they generate research. This article is 6 ways you must understand measuring employee engagement, and it's by Kristin Ryba. So we all know that organizations are simply just a complex web of relationships. And so that's why for managers, having rapport and building rapport and having trust with your team is so very crucial, because you are a tremendous lever in the organization in terms of employee engagement. So, and when you don't have these good relationships, then you feel stressed, everybody feels stressed, on and on and on. So this article looks at ways we should be measuring employee engagement, and you'll see how it intersects with you as a manager here. So the first cut, which is what we'll focus on in this video, is to measure at every level of the organization. And the first level is across the organization. So having an annual employee engagement survey is the tool that you use here. You measure the entire organization. It gives you a baseline. It gives you a benchmark. It gives you a way to, next year, look at how you've moved in terms of certain different things that you want to look at. It gives you an overall, I guess, SWOT analysis of your organization. What are the strengths? What are the weaknesses? What are some opportunities that we should be looking at? What are some real serious threats that we need to look at immediately, put the tourniquet on? And so that will also then, if you cut the data right, it will also give you a chance to measure at the second level here, is across groups and across teams. So maybe you want to look at a particular division that's not performing so well. Let's look at the engagement in that particular division or department, or maybe it's a job function. So maybe it's managers that work at a specific location in your company. If you have multiple locations, maybe it's just one particular location that's not doing so well. And so depending on how you cut your data, you'll be able to look at that and then generate more targeted questions that can help you better understand what's going on within those departments or within those locations, or even the job function itself, whether you're having issues with a particular job function. The third level, and the last one that we'll look at today, is among individuals. So this is getting really down to the individual employee level, and you cannot do this without manager involvement. So for instance, if you're interested in a particular team or in a particular department, you're going to have to engage the manager here so that you can get their one-on-one notes, you can get their feedback notes, you can get their performance review notes, any recognition or praise that's been dealt out, any was there a performance development plan, is there a performance improvement plan? But you need to get down on some real details here, and that will allow you to understand individual efforts at engagement. But again, you must have the manager involved in this situation. And of course, this video is probably dealing more with human resources professionals than anything else. But anyway, that's the way that you can measure across every level of the organization. And then in the next video, we'll talk about how to measure in every direction. And if you like management-related videos like this, please subscribe to Human Fusion, where we keep you up to date on all the latest trends that affect you as a manager and your management practice.